Hi! Dang! One of my favorite subjects today, kids. Sea shipping. The Goily Men. That's what we'll discuss today. Part of the Cove Guardians is a gentleman, and I use it very loosely, by the name of Scott West. He's an American. He's an embarrassment to America. Anyway, he posted something on the Sea Shepherd website, and I'll have a link to it in the description, where he claims he was in northern Japan, and he was, searching out areas to continue the harassment of the nation. And in this pursuit, he says he was being chased by multiple or followed by multiple members of the National Security Agency. For those of you who are not in Japan or not Japanese, that's their equivalent to the FBI. I may be having the name wrong, but whatever their equivalent is to the FBI. He says he gave him the slip, they were chasing him, and he said also, and he shows it in the video, where he supposedly ran off one of these agents. That's what he did, kids. He ran off the Japanese equivalent to the FBI, one of their agents. Could you see that happening here in the United States? If a person is being tailed by the FBI, they turn around and then chase the FBI agent? That is so ludicrous. That is so Sea Shepherd. In the video, he shows he's following this gentleman who he said was tailing him. As he's following, you see the back of the gentleman's head. He turns around, sees this ugly thing, Sea Shepherd, with fleas and bed bugs and lice flying off him. Well, naturally the guy's going to run. He starts walking fast, and Scott West is walking fast also. Well, the Japanese citizen runs then. You see him running. Hello? The guy turns around, sees this ugly Westerner. Right away he thinks a crime's about to happen, because that's what happens in the West when they're being confronted by things like that. So he ran. Now, do you think he was a member of the National Security Police, that he was going to run from a possible criminal? Let me tell you why I am quite confident that the person who ran was not a member of the National Security Police. Remember, I was in Japan for 10 days. And during those 10 days, SHUN and I had the opportunity to meet with the National Security Police, their version of the FBI. Now, I'm not going to say, because I'm not at liberty to discuss whether it was one person we met with or whether it was a dozen people we met with. But let me just tell you, it was with that agency, all right? Whether it was official or unofficial, it was with that agency. And we asked about Sea Shepherd, and we were told quite bluntly that Sea Shepherd was too insignificant for them to be concerned about. Do you understand that? They had more concern with the bed bugs, lice, and fleas flying off a Sea Shepherd than the actual carcasses belonging to Sea Shepherd. So I could quite confidently say that that Japanese citizen that Mr. West chased and ran off was not a member of the National Security Police. So all his bravado for being so macho and running off someone is for naught, for zero. Most likely he was an average citizen, or maybe a news reporter, or maybe he was a member of the local police, but he wasn't a member of the national police. Once again, little me in Texas on the Lone Prairie is exposing the lies, the subterfuge of Sea Shepherd. That's what I'm doing, kids, exposing their lies. All right, I'll be polite. They're misrepresentations. All right, we'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the nation you happen to be in, and God bless Japan. We'll see you, folks.